1. India maintains 6.5% GDP growth forecast. The Reserve Bank of India (RBI) projects a 6.5% GDP growth for FY 2025-26, bolstered by early April rate cuts and an accommodative policy stance, despite global uncertainties. 2. India ranks fourth among world's largest economies. India retains its position as the world's fourth largest economy in 2025, continuing to be the fastest growing major economy globally. 3. Stock markets rally on strong earnings. The BSE Sensex surged over 1,000 points, and the Nifty surpassed 24,300, driven by robust corporate earnings, including from Reliance Industries, and positive investor sentiment. 4. Gold prices volatile amid global uncertainty. Gold prices experienced significant volatility, initially soaring to record highs due to safe haven demand amid global tensions, but later saw fluctuations as market dynamics shifted. 5. Sovereign Gold Bond Series 1 redemption today. The premature redemption of Sovereign Gold Bond (SGB) Series 1 2020-21 is scheduled for today, with investors set to receive returns based on prevailing gold prices. 6. Direct tax collections rise by 13.6% in FY 25. Net direct tax collections for FY 2024-25 increased by 13.6% year-on-year, totaling 22.26 trillion rupees, slightly below revised targets but marking a significant fiscal achievement. 7. India's forex reserves hit $686 billion. India's foreign exchange reserves reached a 6-month high of $686.15 billion as of April 18, providing a robust buffer against external economic shocks. 8. Centre launches 255 crore rupees fisheries projects. The government unveiled fisheries initiatives worth 255 crore rupees under the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana (PMMSY), aiming to boost the blue economy across 7 coastal states and union territories. 9. GST Appellate Tribunal rules notified. The Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs (CBIC) has notified rules for the operationalism of GST appellate tribunals, facilitating mandatory e-filing and hybrid hearings to streamline tax dispute resolutions. 10. Top stock picks. ICICI Bank and 361 WAM. Motilal Oswal Financial Services recommends ICICI Bank and 361 Wealth Asset Management WAM as top stock picks for the week, citing strong fundamentals and growth prospects. 11. IMF lowers global growth forecast amid trade tensions. The International Monetary Fund has revised its global growth projection for 2025 to 2.8%, down from 3.3%. Citing escalating trade tensions and policy uncertainties, particularly due to recent U.S. tariff increases. 12. Oil prices rise despite economic uncertainty. Oil prices have seen a modest increase, with Brent crude reaching $67.09 per barrel. This uptick comes despite concerns over global economic growth and potential OPEC Plus decisions to increase output. 13. China asserts economic resilience against U.S. tariffs. In response to new U.S. tariffs, China has announced measures to protect its economy, including support for companies and potential monetary policy adjustments, aiming to maintain its 5% growth target for 2025. 14. IMF World Bank meetings highlight economic challenges. Recent meetings between the IMF and World Bank concluded without clear resolutions on tariff issues, underscoring the complexities facing the global economy amidst rising protectionism. 15. European Central Bank considers rate cuts. With inflation nearing target levels, the European Central Bank sees potential to lower key interest rates, aiming to stimulate economic growth amid global uncertainties. 16. Global inflation remains elevated. Despite a decline from 5.6% in 2023 to 4.0% in 2024, inflation rates in 65% of countries remain above pre-pandemic averages, posing ongoing challenges for policymakers worldwide. 17. Singapore proposes third sovereign wealth fund. To navigate the evolving global economic landscape, Singapore is considering establishing a third sovereign wealth fund focused on high-growth sectors and strategic investments. 18. China's economic strategy faces stagnation. China's economic growth has slowed to around 5% in 2024, prompting discussions on the effectiveness of current policies and the need for structural reforms to boost long-term growth. 19. Global markets react to U.S. tariff policies. Stock markets worldwide are experiencing volatility as investors assess the impact of U.S. tariff policies on corporate earnings and economic growth. 20. U.S. faces criticism over trade policies. The U.S. has been labeled a destabilizing force in global trade by the China Council for the Promotion of International Trade, highlighting tensions in international economic relations.